On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to welcome you all to the Bon Secours Wellness Arena to celebrate the current graduating class of Travelers Trust High School. We would first like to thank the faculty and staff of Travelers Trust High School, as well as Greenville County Schools, for organizing this special event. We'd like to thank the staff of Bon Secours Wellness Arena for allowing them to use their facility for this important landmark event in our lives. An extra special thanks is in order for the families of all seniors for helping and guiding us along our high school journey. Lastly, thank you to the class of 2020 for being the class that made it through it all, and we couldn't have done it without each other. Congratulations, seniors.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Before we begin our student speeches and the presentation of diplomas to our graduates, I would like to take a moment to explain how you will receive your diplomas. Under typical circumstances, we would have had 2 graduation practices prior to the graduation ceremony. However, this spring has been anything but typical. Starting with the first row, you will move to your right, keeping 6 feet apart. Students in the lower bowl, you will move to your left. Our section leaders and junior marshals will help direct you to the stage. As you approach the marking at the top of the stairs, you will receive your diploma. You will then hear your name called, and you will proceed to the marking next to Mr. Bruce to have your picture taken. Before approaching the stairs onto the stage, please remember, you are welcome to take off your mask and hold it in your hand during your photo. You will place it back on your face after exiting the stage. Please follow the direction of your section leaders, both on and off the stage, and move in a timely manner. At this time, I'd like to invite our senior class president, Cameron Lomax-Bird, to give his message to the class of 2020.
Good morning, fellow graduates, family, and friends. If you don't know me, my name is Cameron Lomax-Bird, or Mr. Loudmouth, according to someone on the stage, Mr. Bruce. As we all assemble here together, 6 feet apart, of course, we come for one purpose: to celebrate our 4 years of hard work and dedication. Michael Phelps once said, "There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, But with hard work, there are no limits. These inspirational words could be applied to this year alone with everything we faced in the past 5 months. And though we've been challenged as a class more than many before us, we still gather here to cross this milestone. From our first steps of freshman year, where we had no clue what hallways were math or science, to our junior year, where we were so eager to become seniors, we come today knowing who we truly are, a graduate. Rewriting history is no secret to the class of 2020. From one of the best football records in over 50 years, to winning region in basketball, girls soccer, cheer, and having 2 state champions in wrestling, we've truly broken barriers. Tradition runs through every one of our veins, from Friday night lights, to late cookout runs, to searching for a rock, and of course, screaming until our voice gives out for a spirit stick, which, by the way, was rigged. We all bleed blue and gold. But as we part ways over the next chapter of our lives, the question that often comes to mind, what's next, troubles us. Many may tell you that this is the point in your life where you should know who you are and what you want to be. No, this is the time to discover yourself, make mistakes, and hold on to what's important to you. Don't try to make everyone like you or listen to you. Live your truth. Motivate yourself to try new things. Give yourself a chance to see the world in a new light. Encourage each other to have self-love through it all. We have come so far, yet this is just the beginning of our story. As our time together dwindles, I want to leave you with one final thought. Put God first in everything you do. Look for Him in your darkest moments and trust in Him always. Class of 2020, you can now say you've made it. You're alumni. Take a breath and relax. You've earned it. Remember, once a devil dog, always a devil dog. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. Good morning. My name is Josh Lipscomb, and on behalf of Travelers Rest High School, I am honored to welcome the following distinguished guests. Dr. W. Burke Royster became the 10th superintendent of Greenville County Schools in 2012. He received his bachelor's and master's degree from Clemson University and holds a PhD in educational leadership and policies from the University of South Carolina. A 39-year veteran of public education, his tenure as superintendent has been marked by significant advances in student achievement through the Graduation Plus and On-Track initiatives. He was named 2018 Superintendent of the Year by South Carolina Association of School Administrators and the South Carolina Association of Athletic Administrators. Mrs. Linda Leventis Wells is currently the school board chair and represents Area 22. She received her bachelor's degree from the University of South Carolina and a master's degree in guidance and educational psychology from the University of Mississippi. Mrs. Leventis Wells currently serves the Greenville community as a member of various organizations and has received numerous honors for her public service. Mrs. Glenda Morrison Fair was elected to the board to represent Area 23 and currently serves as the school board secretary. She earned a bachelor's degree in math from Hampton University and a teaching certificate from Park University. Mrs. Morrison Fair has received the Millikan Award and is a lifetime member of the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Mrs. Debbie Bush was elected to represent Area 19 in 1996. She's the owner and founder of Expressions Unlimited Incorporated and is a member of many school and community organizations in the Greenville area. Mrs. Bush is a graduate of Greenville County Schools in RTI Technology. Mrs. Joy Grayson is an attorney who has served on the Board of Trustees for District 17 since 2012, serving the Blue Ridge community. She has served as a volunteer in the Greenville County Schools and with Public Education Partners of Greenville County since 2005. Mrs. Grayson earned a bachelor's degree from Duke University and a Juris Doctor degree from Emory University School of Law. Ms. Michelle Goodwin Colwell currently represents Area 25. She is a retired educator from Greenville County Schools. She serves on the Educational Regional Center Advisory Board and is a member of the District 25 Neighborhood Association. Ms. Goodwin-Colwell earned her bachelor's degree from Winthrop University and a Master of Education degree from Converse College, as well as a Master of Arts in Educational Leadership and Administration from Furman University. The class of 2020 would like to thank you for coming and being a part of our special day.
A couple of weeks ago at the bakery that I work at, a coworker of mine asked me to give her my final words. For whatever reason, this coworker was one of those people who I made an instant connection with, and we spent many shifts together talking about Jungian personality psychology and the meaning of life in between the daily tasks of making sandwiches and washing dishes. Unfortunately, this coworker was leaving the state for her summer internship, and because I would be in college by the time she returned, it was likely we would never see each other again. Hence the reason she asked for my final words. In spite of the profound intellectual conversations we had had together, my final words were, "YOLO, am I right?" She was a bit taken aback, but I was being serious then, and I'm being serious today, which is why those words to her will also be my words to you. Even though YOLO, which is an abbreviation for the phrase, "you only live once," is a bit of a meme, I believe it contains a very profound and important message that we would all do well to keep in mind. That message is that we are all going to die one day. Now, whatever your personal beliefs are concerning religion and the afterlife, that much is indisputable. No one of us will be around on this earth forever. So what do we do about that? I believe that, instead of feeling depressed or anxious about the impending demise that the future eventually has in store for us, we can do two things that will actually serve to make our lives much richer and fuller. These are to appreciate every day and to not be afraid to do the things that you want to do. Let's talk about that first one a bit more. Appreciating every day, also known as not taking anything for granted. This is one of those mantras that might seem obvious because we hear it repeated so often, but that many of us might not actually practice as much as we should. Why would I appreciate going to school for 7 hours a day and then coming home and doing math homework, you might ask? Or, for the adults in the audience with real jobs, how could I enjoy working 9 to 5 at a job that I hate? Believe me, there are always things about our lives that can be appreciated. Going to school, we get to see our friends and maybe even find a subject that we enjoy learning about. At work, at least you get a lunch break, so pack yourself something good to eat and appreciate that. I'm sure that many of you, much like myself, have now rediscovered all of those little details in the fabric that you had taken for granted for so long, which have now been taken away due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So try your hardest to not take anything for granted, because who knows when everything might suddenly change. Now, there is a big caveat to all of this appreciate everyday stuff. This is not a call to be complacent and to go through your life accepting absolutely everything the way that it is, because there will be things in life that you just dislike and things that you should probably change. Maybe you do hate that 9 to 5 job. Find a way to quit it. There are so many ways to make money in the world that there is no reason to think you can only do one job for your whole existence. Maybe there is no traditional academic subject taught at school that you could see yourself dedicating 4 years of your life to studying in college. That's why, despite my academic record being good enough to be up here on this stage right now, my next step in life is going to culinary school in New York. It might not seem like the most obvious or sensible option to some people initially, and some people in my life still disagree. But it makes sense to me, and it's what I want to do, so I'm doing it. And I would encourage everyone to take the same stance in their own lives. Don't be afraid to do the things that you want to do. This is your life, not anyone else's, so live it how you want to. So this is my message to you all. To my fellow graduating classmates of 2020, to the faculty and staff of Travelers Rest High School, and to everyone else in the audience, you only live once. Set your goals and dreams in motion, but while doing so, take time to appreciate the life that you're living now. Hold the big things and the little ones in equal regards, and I promise you, you will live your life with no regrets. Thank you. And additionally, I would like to specifically thank my mom and my brother for their love, support, and encouragement. My best friend, Ian Krynock, and my English teacher and friend, Kristen Marikoff. You guys are amazing human beings and such an inspiration. And finally, all of my IB classmates. To everyone that I just mentioned, I love you guys, and I know that I would not be where I am today without you. So thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you all for being here to support the class of 2020. If you had told me 4 years ago that I would be giving a valedictorian speech, I wouldn't have known what that meant. The term valedictorian was unfamiliar to me at that point in time. However, as I progressed through high school, it became one of the most challenging goals I set for myself. There are a few people specifically that I would like to thank for guiding me throughout my high school journey and helping me achieve my goals. I would like to thank my teacher, coach, and friend, John King, for instilling in me the qualities of a good role model and for teaching me to lead by example in the classroom, on the track, and in life. I also want to acknowledge the time and effort that my guidance counselor, Mr. Black, dedicated to ensure that I was reaching my full academic potential and that I was successfully preparing for college. I also appreciate Colby Feigenbaum, Chandler Keaton, and my brother, Warren Almond, for being an incredible support system for me and for filling my days with joy and laughter. Finally, I would like to recognize my dear parents, Amanda and Derek Almond. Ever since I was little, they have pushed me to be the very best version of myself and to always try no matter the circumstances. Without them, I would not be standing before you all today, literally. Also, on behalf of the class of 2020, I want to thank every parent, sibling, and teacher for all of the support and guidance you have given each and every one of us. No words can adequately express how much we appreciate you. Although the COVID-19 pandemic prevented us from participating in much anticipated events such as Prom and Spirit Week, the community has done an outstanding job in showing support for the Travelers Rest High School class of 2020. It has meant the world to us. These past few months have been difficult, but our 4 years as a class at Travelers Rest High School have been filled with merit and various outstanding accomplishments. Our seniors played a pivotal role in earning the girls' track and field team a state championship, the first in school history. Some of our seniors also helped make a name for Travelers Rest in wrestling by being recognized as state champions. Not only did we triumph in athletics, but we also excelled in several club activities. D2 Stageworks put on several incredible plays and musicals over the last 4 years, with Little Shop of Horrors being my personal favorite. Future Business Leaders of America also sent forth several seniors who won or ranked in the top 3 at district-wide competitions. The seniors and Future Farmers of America also helped earn the club a superior rating in the National Chapter Award Program. I would also like to give a shout out to all the seniors who are participating in clubs and sports that got cut short. I know you all were working hard and that this season would have been an incredible one. Junior year was extremely challenging for me academically, and staying motivated was difficult. My mom suggested that I view inspiring quotes daily to incorporate positivity into my day. At first, I questioned its effectiveness, but it eventually became a key part of my daily routine. As I began to write this speech, I revisited these quotes. I frantically scrolled through quotes, hoping to find one that was funny or intelligent enough to resonate well with everyone. But then I came across one that seemed pertinent to all of us as we move into this next chapter of our lives. One of my idols and role models, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., once said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step." I hope that as we each begin our next journeys, that we are always willing to take the first step. I hope that we are never afraid to ask the question, that we apply for the job or take the internship, that we introduce ourselves to our neighbors, and that we are always eager to learn. In the end, we will regret the steps we were too afraid to take. And I sincerely hope that as we progress, we don't forget to look back down that staircase and see just how far we've climbed. I have learned so much from each of my classmates individually, and I truly feel honored to represent the class of 2020. I cannot wait to see what we all accomplish in the years to come. I know that the obstacles and challenges we have faced will shape and strengthen us to move forward with greatness. Go Devil Dogs.
Good morning and welcome. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, Superintendent, faculty, and staff, we welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the Travelers Rest High School Class of 2020. I want to thank Cameron, Derek, and Luca for sharing their thoughts and comments. These seniors sitting before me did not get here on their own. I want to extend my appreciation to the parents, grandparents, mentors, and friends who have encouraged, supported, and provided help for these young men and women that are about to graduate. Please join me in showing appreciation for all the family members and friends here today or watching online. Thank you to Superintendent Dr. Burt Royster, Deputy Superintendent Dr. Scott Turner, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Scott Reimer, all Greenville County Schools employees, and the Bon Secours Wellness Arena staff for allowing us this wonderful opportunity to have an in-person graduation. I want to take a moment to recognize the faculty and staff of Travelers Rest High School. Many are present and are assisting in the ceremony this morning. Please join me in thanking the staff for their efforts over the past 2 months and over the years that they have served the class of 2020. Class of 2020, we are Devil Dogs. The origins of Devil Dogs dates back to the Great War, also known as World War I. It was the name given by German soldiers to describe U.S. Marines in the battlefield. I would say that we all have endured a great war of some sort since Sunday evening, March 15th, when we heard the announcement from Governor Henry McMaster that school would be closed until further notice. The Devil Dogs from years past, with primitive gas masks fixed tightly around their face, sweated profusely as they charged with fixed bayonets into and through German defense lines. The class of 20 Devil Dogs, with disposable masks on their face, working from home in their PJs, worked ferociously with charged Chromebooks, accessing Google Classroom to submit work, occasionally attending a few Google Meets. The current Devil Dog student leaders led the senior class to stand tall in the face of adversity, missing out on senior sports, spring sports, senior skip day, prom, yearbook day, and other important moments for their senior year. Even though they suffered a few lost battles, they won the war by being here this morning for graduation. To the fine young men and women, both of yesteryear and sitting before us today, you have displayed unbelievable tenacity and a relentless spirit. The Travelers Rest High School class of 2020 will write the next chapter in Devil Dog lore for their grit, for their determination through the COVID-19 pandemic. To the soon-to-be graduates, you are the best our community has to offer, and daily you offer the best you have to our community. I am proud that I will be able to welcome you into a select and privileged group of people in just a few moments. I will welcome you as alumni of Travelers Rest High School. For our audience, the graduation ceremony is a never-to-be-forgotten moment in the lives of our senior class members. We are asking that you be quiet and respectful during the next portion of our ceremony. I will ask Aubrey Holloway to read a short request to audience members on behalf of the class of 2020.
Thank you for coming to celebrate this very special occasion. We, the class of 2020, ask you to give each of us our time in the spotlight as we walk across the stage. Please refrain from any loud cheering or disturbances as our names are called. We ask that you honor each graduate by allowing all the names to be heard and recognized. While this is a time to celebrate, we would also like to keep a dignified ceremony. We simply ask that you hold your applause and celebration until all names have been called. At the conclusion of the ceremony, graduates will recess out of the arena by rows and sections. We ask that guests stay in their seats until graduates have recessed out. At this time, Mr. Bruce will begin the presentation of the diplomas.
Thank you, Aubrey. Parents and other family members may stand in recognition of your student when his or her name is called. Please refrain from making any noises to ensure that each graduate's name can be heard. Thank you very much for your cooperation and assistance. Joining me on the stage this morning is Ms. Lindsay Hubert, 12th grade administrator, Mr. Andrew Baker, 11th grade administrator, who will assist in the presentation of diplomas. And Ms. Jessica Moses, Travelers Rest High School 2020 Teacher of the Year, will be announcing the names of our graduates. It is now my distinct pleasure and honor to proudly present to you the Travelers Rest High School Class of 2020. Graduates, please prepare to receive your diplomas.
Derek Maurice Allman II, Valedictorian with High Honor, Academic Honors Award. Luca Gabriel Marvel, Salutatorian with High Honor. Christopher Jefferson Petty with High Honor. Joshua Charles Lipscomb with High Honor, Academic Honors Award. Laura Emma Deadweiler with High Honor. Aubrey Lynn Holloway with High Honor. Cameron Nicholas Lomax Bird. Dominique Albernasha Aiken. Nathan Scott Amadon. Hannah Lee Anders. Tariona Francis Anderson. Ashley Brianna Arden. Hannah Jean Arnold. Elijah Hart Arrowwood. Jada Elise Austin. Mackenzie Marie Bailey. Corbin Tyler Baker. Starla Alexis Barber. Elizabeth Leanne Batson. Maximus Alexander Beasley. Kelsey Elizabeth Ballou. Heaven Adamares Benitez. Brannon Alexander Biggerstaff. Lucas Smith Bingham. James Burrell Boss III. Kirsten Layla Bowen. Mia Angelia Bowen. Tyeria Ushona Bowens. Haley Emma Nicole Boyd. Skylin McKay Springfield. William Augustus Boyle V. Abigail Reed Bradbury. Matthew Shaquem Brand Jr. Christopher Braylon Bridwell. Hannah Lynn Bruce with high honor. Caleb Quinn Bryant with high honor Academic Honors Award. Madison Renee Buchanan. Hannah Elizabeth Burton. Madison Ann Butler. Alicia Calderon. Jacob Wayne Caldwell. Dakota Tristan Callahan. Ethan Evan Cantrell with high honor Academic Honors Award. Nicole Isip Carlos. Caitlin Alyssa Carter. Kelly Marie Carter. Brian Angel Casanas. Victoria Jody Lee Chandler. Hamilton King Chapman with honor. Madison Olivia Chapman. Kasim Matthew Chisholm. Christian Anthony Siriaco. Hayes Major Clyburn. Morgan Daniel Coker. Hannah Marie Collins. Zachary Thomas Cooper. Dakota Landis O'Neill Crosby with honor. Isaiah Owen Cruver. Micah Reed Curtis. Samer Ramsey Daklala, with honor. Desmond Alexander Davis. Michael Wildman Davis, Jr. Jeremiah Eugene Durling. Morgan Nicole Dockery. Dawson Edward Edens. Hunter Ross Edens. Eden O'Reilly Edge. Kenneth Blakely Edge. Abby Mackenzie Ellison. Simon Lewis Epps. Tyler Dalton Irvin. Olivia Parker Estes. Hannah Nicole Feigenbaum, with high honor. Derek Antoine Fields, Jr. Zachary Michael Foss. Toby J. Foster, with high honor. Kenneth Dillon Fox. Daisha Amani Gaines. Michael Tylen Gary. Aaliyah Janae Goldsmith. Caleb Edgar Dalton Gosnell. Eric Brandon Granados Lopez. Catherine Abigail Green. Damon DeQuan Green. Jacob Tyler Sunny Grace. Lyra Alexandria Griffith. Zoe Rose Grissinger. Carter Graham Grumbles. Haley Elsune Gutierrez, with high honor. John Thomas Haddon IV. Tala Elena Love Haight. Jake Hall, Jr. Lauren Renee Hammock. Brenna Nicole Harper. Brooke Nicole Harris. Caleb Lewis Hastings. Meredith Kathleen Hawkins. Micaiah Lanaya Rachel Henderson. Wilson Michael Hendricks III. Trevor Dean Alexander Hickey. Alexis Leah Hodge. Ryan Philip Hollingsworth. Gary Bernard Holmes III. Nathan Tripp Hornaday. Bailey Mackenzie Hornsby. Cameron Blake Hoke. Hera Ruth Howard. Tristan David Howard. Dorothy Louise Huff. Catherine Ann Hughes. Zoe Nicole Ray Hughes. Dennis Allen Human Jr. Olivia Sims Husky. Khalil Lameek Jackson McCoy. Thomas Robert Janoski with High Honor Academic Honors Award. Elijah Jushin Jenkins. McKenna Lynette Johnson with High Honor Academic Honors Award. Chandler Dale McKenzie Keaton with High Honor. Courtney Renee King. Carrie Elizabeth King. Caitlin K. Kirby. Haley Ann Kolak with honor. Joseph Dean Copry. Ian Michael Krynick with high honor. Caleb Anthony Lambert. Michaela Cheyenne Lance. Abigail Lauren League with high honor. Chloe Taylor League. Halton Frederick Ledford. Hannah Ellen Lee. Cameron Jeffrey Leopard. Connor Andrew Ling. Sierra Vassar Livingood. Austin Christopher Lynn. Autumn Lee Maybe. Pace Cyan Mashak. Tarasha Nakia Mahdi. Xavier Sinclair Mengel. Christopher James Marbot with honor. Yamil Jair Marcos Catalan. Jillian K. Martin. Dylan Lewis Mathis with honor. Jacob Tyler McAdams with honor. Roper Lee McAllister. Jason Hunter McDonald. Jordan Alexander McFerrin. Laura Rose McKee. Abigail Jennifer McKibben with high honor. Isaac Webb McKittrick. John Mark Mealer. Juliana Mena with honor. Colton Craig Moody. Brianna Lakeisha Elisa Moore. Cameron Ricky Moore. Sebastian Alexander Morin. Lyndon Garrett Morgan. Summer Gail Mullinax. Karen Loza Murieta. Amanda Marie Nadolny. Chandler Siavash Nishan. Autumn Lee Oates with honor. Shakaya Dominique Payton. Kara Marie Parker. Abigail Eden Payne with high honor. Rebecca Carolyn Payne with high honor. Jordan Blaine Peterson. Zachary Gregory Phillips. Eliza Pearl Walton Philpott. Manuel Angel Pineda. Carissa Angelina Perret. Hayden Arnie Posey. Deborah Victoria Presley. Darren Anthony Provo. Alicia Marie Rampy. Gavin Dallas Red. Stephanie Regalado. Hadley Dawn Register. Mary Isabel Register. Kyle Allen Reed. Anna Elizabeth Reynolds with high honor. Jacavius DeMarcus Rice. Demetrius Paulzarian Riley. Roslyn Tiara Riley. William Albert Case Roach. Ronnie Edward Robinson III. Emmanuel Rodriguez. Antoine Jermaine Rousseau, Jr. James Troy Sanders III. Javon Khalil Allen Scott. Abigail Faith Scruggs with honor. Brandon Isaac Scruggs with honor. Adri Renee Seymour. Isaiah Xavier Shell. Tyler David Shelton. Shamari Nevea Singleton. Bethany Amber Sizemore. Adam Barry Smith. Kara Mackenzie Smith. Abby Isabel Snyder. Jacob Taylor Solchenberger. Jasmine Anaya Spearman. Rachel Ann Spencer with high honor. Philip Carden Staten. Jeremy Evan Stiller. Elijah Todd Stone. Paige Alexandra Stopper. Gwyneth Hope Strange. Ashlyn Elizabeth Stroud with high honor. Nathan Blaine Swanger. Ashlyn Ray Sweet. Owen Garrett Talley. Taylor Edwin Tallman. Meredith Nyai Teague with honor. Nikila Nicole Thompson. Tatum Sierra Thompson Bryson with honor. Jordan Cross Thornton. Bailey Ann Thurston. Leonardo Barnabas Torres. Aaliyah Jade Triplett. Santana Deanne Truesdale. Michael Glenn Turner with honor. Diana Gabriela Vallecillo. Rachel Ann Van Zant. William Curtis Vess. Henry McTeer Waldrop. Cade Benjamin Walker. Malik Daquan Ware. Malicia Tanaya Ware. Carolyn Lorraine White. Michael Drake Wilson. Joseph Timothy Weiser. Richard Wayne Wofford. Cameron Madison Wood. Kelsey Eden Woods. Lluvia Shelua Luna. Carrie Alexis Yo.
There you go. Let them hear it. Let them hear it. Let them hear it. This entire class has done so many great things during their time at Travelers Rest High. I would like to recognize two specific groups. First, the students that earned a completer status for career and technological education. Please stand at this time to be recognized. Next, our students that are joining a branch of the military, please stand to be recognized. At this time, I would like to turn the ceremony over to Dr. Burke Royster, Superintendent of Greenville County Schools.
Thank you, Mr. Bruce. Good morning. Every year at this time, either I as the superintendent or one of my designees will come to each graduation and we'll do the final pronouncement of your graduation. This year's a little different, though. I think we all already know that. Your speakers talked about that. Mr. Bruce talked about that. This year I have the opportunity, which I don't normally have, to go to all 14 high schools and do the pronouncement. But I also want to take just a couple of minutes and share some thoughts with you before I do that pronouncement. I would fully believe that in adversity, it both reveals and it tests character. And that is what we should be measured by, our character. And this crisis, I think, has certainly done that. And you all have stepped up. And we've seen your character, we've seen your potential, we've seen how you respond to things. If you open your diploma cover and you look inside at your diploma, there's a seal at the top center of your diploma, the seal of the state of South Carolina. And there are two halves to that seal. Now, it's small. If it were larger, printed bigger, you could see there's an inscription on each, and it's in Latin. On one side it says, prepared in mind and resources, and that certainly describes you. The other side, as I breathe, I hope. Those are the two mottos of the state of South Carolina. I believe that this class, your class, 2020, and the nearly 5,000 graduating classes in Greenville County schools this year exemplify both aspects of our state motto. There's potential within each of us. However, unrealized potential is of little or no value. We've already seen your potential, saw it in how you responded to this. Your teachers, your counselors, your administrators, they've seen your potential emerge over the 4 years of high school. Your response to these dramatic changes in circumstances further exemplifies those mottos and your potential. There are people in my generation that sometimes look at you critically, a little bit of cynicism, and are critical of the generations that follow us. I don't have that same belief. When I have the opportunity to talk to young people, whether it's at inter-high council once a month, or meeting with a class, or talking individually with a student, I don't walk away from those conversations with criticism or cynicism. I walk away with my hope re-inspired, my hope for the future. All our hope for the future resides within you. I fully believe that you will do a better job with what we are handing to you than we have done with what was handed to us. I'm fully confident that you will step up in a way that perhaps my generation has failed to do. And I believe with your leadership, the way you conduct yourselves, the beliefs that you have, that you will help this country more fully realize its potential. And as I think about that, that re-inspires within me the idea expressed in our motto about hope. Your leadership will never be more important than it will be as you move forward from this day. But I am confident in it and in you. I know that you will go on to do great things. At this time, senior class of Travelers Rest High School, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen of the senior class, having completed all the requirements for a South Carolina high school diploma as established by the South Carolina State Board of Education, upon the recommendation of the faculty and principal of Travelers Rest High School, by the authority vested in me by the state of South Carolina, and the Board of Trustees of Greenville County Schools, I pronounce you the Devil Dog Class of 20 high school graduates. You may move your tassels. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys. To our honored guests, I want to express my appreciation to you for your cooperation in abiding by the restrictions that are in place for today's graduation. As one final request, we are asking all guests to exit the arena and its property as quickly and as safely as possible once the graduation class has recessed out. This will help ensure we remain compliant with existing requirements and our usage agreement with Bon Secours. Congratulations, guys. Love you.